first day, right? Take a look. We're about to start framing. Ideally, we're going to convert this into a 3-2 or a 4-2. But right now, as you can see, we got the framers. Ceiling's already getting completed, so it's very exciting. But yeah, the guys will start right now. They'll start framing, start removing everything. What we're doing right now is we're removing all nails, all the surface before we start laying plywood on our nail. That's what you guys see here. Any old staples, plywood that needs to be removed so the plywood stays very nice and solid. The reason why we're putting plywood on top of this is because you want a nice straight LVP. If we don't put plywood down, there's a lot of, since this house is built in 1952, a lot of curves. So the plywood and then also the flooring would be very off angle. So by cleaning this up, putting nice plywood branding, it just builds a second protection for the LVP. So it becomes one, and I think even 1,000 square feet would be pretty nice. And as you guys noticed too, like we already completed the ceiling, adding 2x6s. The next thing is to start adding insulation. And then once insulation's built, we frame the inside, then we'll schedule the roof to get completed. Yeah, this is a pressure treated plywood. You want to use at least 5/8, so really thick just because of the moisture underneath crawl space. So if we don't put plywood down, if we let this as is, it could get very complicated when you start laying down the LVP flooring. So by putting plywood down, it's gonna create a very smooth installation and it's just better quality. So that's one of the reasons why we're doing this. You guys will see right now how we're gonna start building the structure with the framing. For investors, you wanna do very heavy plywood, like 5/8 on the ground. The heavier you go, the less moisture will kind of like penetrate the wood. So if you put like a small piece of plywood, let's say 1/2 inch or less, it could cause damage on your LVP. So the thicker you go, the better for your long-term rentals. So one of the reasons why we're installing this 2x4s, it's because this house at one point was not supported properly. So here's a tip. For an example, these are just nailed into the main house, but there's no support. So ideally, when you start putting the roof materials, these could come down and miss the structure. So what we gotta do is put a support underneath so the beams have structure on the 2x4. So we're gonna do that all around. Say if snow, right, especially in the Northwest, there's a lot of snow, it's gonna bring more weight onto the roof. And if you don't have the right support, your 2x6s, they're gonna start dropping. So you definitely wanna put a better support. Look at the angle he's cutting right now. He just did a special custom shape. This wraps day 3. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned because there's so much for us to show you. Thank you.